There are a lot of reports going around that Elon Musk's SpaceX has recently added XRP to its balance sheet. This is big news in the crypto industry right now. If this news is true, it might be one of the most important events in the history of digital assets and start a huge crypto revolution. Let's break down what this means, why it matters, and what it could mean for XRP investors and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. First, it's crucial to note that neither Elon Musk nor his firms, Tesla or SpaceX, have made an official declaration about buying XRP. But a few experts have gone through recent SEC filings seeking for hints, and some think that cryptic entries might mean that Tesla or SpaceX are discreetly buying XRP. Many people think this may happen because Musk has a history of making smart investments and is known to be interested in blockchain technology. There is no doubt that Elon Musk has had an effect on the Bitcoin market. Musk's tweets about Dogecoin's huge price swings and his public discussions over Bitcoin's environmental impact seem to have an effect on the markets. Musk's recent tweets have alluded to XRP, with surveys and mysterious messages that have gotten both the XRP army and crypto fans excited. Because he has so many followers on social media, even small clues might provoke huge amounts of buying and selling. So, why would Musk or his businesses be interested in XRP in particular? A lot of people in the tech and finance fields are interested in this question. XRP is different from many other cryptocurrencies because it is made to make fast, cheap payments across borders. Most other cryptocurrencies focus on decentralized finance or store of value stories. This makes it especially useful for organizations who do business all over the world and need to move money swiftly and easily. Ripple Labs, the firm that makes XRP, has teamed up with many banks around the world to try to change the way banks do international transfers. And right now, they use the classic fast system. These organizations can cut down on the time and money needed for cross-border transactions by a large amount by using XRP. If Musk thinks XRP may help make payments easier, maybe even in SpaceX or Tesla's global operations, then holding XRP could be a smart business move instead than merely an investment. This might help his firms run their finances more quickly and efficiently, which fits with Musk's goal of making things more innovative and efficient. If XRP could be used by big firms in their financial systems, it might also lead to more widespread use in other fields. If a well-known firm like SpaceX owned XRP, it would cause a big supply shock in the market. Ripple is holding a lot of XRP in escrow right now and only releasing small amounts each month to keep the market from being too full and prices from going down. If Musk or SpaceX are buying up a lot of stuff to keep for a long time, the amount of stuff that regular traders can buy would go down. This lack of supply, along with rising demand from Musk's social media reach and possible institutional adoption, might cause XRP's price to rise a lot. Experts are already making big guesses about prices. Some people who are optimistic say that XRP might go up to $50 per coin in the next 10 years. This forecast is based on the idea that XRP will become the main way to settle tokenized real-world assets and cross-border transactions all across the world. If XRP gets even a little part of the huge global derivatives market or international payment flows, its market value might skyrocket, sending prices into unknown territory. It's also important to remember that Musk was involved with Dogecoin before this. Musk's tweets, memes, and endorsements changed Dogecoin from a joke currency into a real asset, which made it very unstable. If Musk uses Twitter polls, strategic announcements, or partnerships to do the same thing with XRP, it might start another round of speculative buying and draw more attention from the general public. It's important to stress that all statements about Musk's XRP holdings are still just guesses at this point. There have been a lot of murmurs in the financial industry, but there hasn't been any real proof to back them up. A lot of fans and investors want to believe that it could happen, but until there is proof, it is just a guess. The so-called documentation from SEC filings is unclear, and there is no concrete confirmation that Tesla or SpaceX officially own XRP. People often misread or take these materials out of context, which spreads false information. It's important to carefully look at these kinds of sources and not make decisions based on insufficient information. Also, the $50,000 price target, while attainable in theory, would mean a market valuation that is higher than any asset in history, because XRP has a huge total supply of over 100 billion tokens. This kind of value would need levels of investment and market confidence that have never been seen before, which is not the case right now. Because of this, investors should be very cautious about these predictions and not make financial decisions based only on hype. Before you invest, it's important to do a lot of research and think about the bigger picture of the market. It might cost you a lot of money to believe spectacular headlines and claims that haven't been proven. The XRP market also has to deal with regulatory issues, the most important of which is the current legal struggle between Ripple Labs and the US Securities and Exchange Commission. The outcome of this case could have a big effect on XRP's future price and use. A good verdict could make it easier for XRP to be accepted by a lot of people, but a bad ruling could make it harder to utilize. Even while there are still a lot of questions, the increased talk around Elon Musk and XRP points to certain important patterns. First, it looks like more and more institutions are interested in XRP, which is a good sign for the asset's maturity and long-term viability, whether this interest is true or not. Second, if Musk gets involved, it might bring a lot of attention, money and growth to the XRP ecosystem that has never happened before. The essential thing for individual investors and traders to remember is to stay informed and watchful. Keep an eye out for official news from Musk or his firms. Keep an eye on what the SEC is doing and study XRP's price movements and technical patterns. The idea of a 50,000 XRP is exciting, but it's important to keep your hopes in check and do your homework on the risks. In short, the report that Elon Musk's SpaceX bought XRP has had people all over the world talking and excited in crypto communities. This hypothesis has caused a lot of talk on social media, in forums, and among financial experts. There is a lot of evidence that Musk can affect markets, and the fact that he might be involved with XRP has just made things worse. This rumor, along with XRP's unique use and possible supply